friends, I'm out here on the ground by the medicine room because I have got my medicine cart video for you today. I got some new earbuds from Walmart. Little pig, stop. Stop, little pig. Stop. Okay, he's playing with all of my supplies. I'll show you him in a minute, but I do better at building things when I listen to music, and I can't do that in video. So I put together my cart. It is 4-tiered. There's already this in it. That's just there so little pig doesn't eat it. And yeah, it's 4-tiered and it's pink, which I love. So it's easy to see, easier to clean. And I'm just really excited about it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna organize it, show you some of the things we use, and tell you what those things do. So if you ever wanna start your own farm, you can kind of know what we use them for. Now, this cart is not all the medicine we have. This is what I'm calling the essentials cart. This is the quick, I can grab, I can see everything I need, okay? Because we lost a lot of our stuff during the flood. And so this is just so I can see and get the essential everyday things that I would use very quickly. I did buy these little organizers for my syringes and stuff, but I think they're too small, so we might use them, we might not. I might order more, I might not. I don't know yet, but let's get into it. Let me pull this out. So obviously we have Little Pig and Rooster here. I have my whole mess of stuff and I have my cart. So first I want to start off with medicines. So let me show you the first medicine we have. Sorry about the angle, y'all. Look at my little Aristocats shirt. I love it. Okay, so first off right here we have Corid, which is a prolium, which treats coccidia. Coccidia lives in the ground everywhere. Dogs can get it. Just about any animals can get it. And this is what we use to treat Corid. This is vet recommended, and not everybody will use Corid to treat it. I think you can get different kinds. This is the liquid Corid, and you can do it oral or as a drench, which means put it in their water. I don't do that. I always do it oral in a syringe. There is a list online that tells you by their weight how much they could do. It kind of has to be exact. There's another medicine called Safeguard that we use for something else that I'll explain in a little bit. If you overdose a little bit, it's not a problem. It has a really high or a really good safety buffer. This, not so much. The thing with Corid and coccidia is Corid is really rough on their body. So when we do it, we do a 5-day treatment and we give them each day based on their weight in a syringe. So like, let's take Lulu, for example. I dose her, she gets about 9 cc's, which is 9 milliliters of Corid. It reduces the thiamine in their body, which is kind of what is an essential mineral, keeps you from being paralyzed. For one, remember Hero, when he was a baby, he had like no thiamine, and so we had to give him thiamine injections. It also just takes out a lot of minerals in their body, so you always kind of want to replenish. Some people will say you shouldn't give them B12 because it works against Corid in keeping the coccidia at bay, because thiamine does help Corid reproduce, but it's kind of a thing we do here. I've had great results. I treat them for 5 days, and when I give them Corid, I give them B12, or I use this Red Punch. We call it a Red Bull drink. It has a lot of vitamins and minerals in it. It's really great, but we're running low on it, so I haven't used it for the last treatments. But that's Corid. Now, this is the big bottle. This is expensive, not gonna lie. They have a smaller bottle, but when you have when you have a lot of animals, you kind of want to get this one. And I believe this, I can use this one on chickens too. So I always get the big bottle, and yeah, that's kind of all there is with Corid. I also have to get some plastic cups to pour this in, so I can't get the syringe in there anymore. But yeah, Corid, very hard on the body, but kills coccidia in like 2 to 3 days. But you know, follow the 5-day treatment and make sure your vet approves of this before you use it. Our vet has recommended it for coccidia, so this is what we use anytime. You can get it at Tractor Supply. I'm pretty sure you can get it on Amazon. So I'm gonna put it on the cart. It's not gonna go on the bottom, I don't think. It won't go in the middle either. I guess it's going on the top. Corid goes on the top. Okay, so I guess our medicine goes on the top today. So then we have Safeguard. Safeguard is, what is the medical name for it? Bendazole. This is a dewormer. It is this one specifically for goats. They have one specifically for sheep. Off record, this can be used on just about anything. I don't know about poultry, but you can use it on cats or dogs. Dr. Priestley at Big Thicket Vet told me she gives this to her cat. Yeah, so this one's for goats. They don't make one for dogs or cats, but you can use it. But check with your vet before you do that. I've used it on turtle. The dosing is a little weird, so I would talk to your vet before doing that. Also, for goats, it's 2.3 milligrams, or I don't know. I don't follow what they say on the bottle. Dr. Priestley and Dr. Cochran gave me a list of like a couple medications, and it's by weight to dosages, so I use that list, so I don't really follow this, and that is available online, by the way. And so this treats what all does it treat? It's a dewormer. It treats like 2 to 3 different kinds of worms. It does not treat barber pole worms. That's what it doesn't treat. This one, it says do not use on lactating goats because there's like withdrawal times, so always be careful about that. But that's Safeguard. Again, Safeguard, there's a few other ones like this that's the same medication but not the brand Safeguard. Safeguard is just really good. You want to alternate these meds because they will get used to them. They'll build antibodies. So right now we're on our Safeguard rotation, and like I said, it has a very good break, and kind of like if you overdose by a milliliter, you're not, by an ml or a cc, whatever you want to call it, you're not going to hurt them. You know, these tend to be very low dosages, where Corid is very high. I think Carrie, who's up there at like 80 pounds, she gets 20 cc's of Corid, and she probably gets like 5 or 6 cc's of this. So it kind of just depends on what you're treating and what medicine. So yeah, that's Lulu, in case you want to know. She loves medicine, so she hears me. But yeah, that's Safeguard. This is a full bottle we have of that. And this cart will be in the medicine room, so it's not going to be like out. Next, I have just some standard goat and sheep B12. It's a vitamin supplement. You give 10 cc's to 20 cc's of this. It can be mixed in feed or given orally. You give it feeding instructions per day. It's super concentrated, a pure B12. It smells good. Shake well. What is happening? The goats are all yelling. I wonder if Ellie's out here. Yeah, so this goes by really quick. You can imagine when we're treating with this. There are little goats here by me that are causing problems. Hold on. Okay, I put y'all in the cart because the flood babies are here. But yeah, this is the B12 that we use. And this is for goat and sheep. And this stuff, you know, you're not going to hurt them with this. You're also not going to overdose them with it. But I do recommend following the proper dosages and all of that. And they have this Rooster Booster brand. They also have a whole poultry line. Sorry, y'all, these flood babies are bad. So I do have that. Inside, I think I don't have any updated meds. I have some expired ones that I haven't been giving. Ryan, stop. But our babies haven't needed it yet, so we also use that. So far up here, this is what we've got. Safeguard, Corid, B12. Let me get my next meds. This is a Vetericin wound care micro, I don't know, y'all. I don't have the words. I love this stuff. This isn't my normal bottle. I have a bigger bottle, but this was the only bottle I could get off of Amazon. Really great stuff. I call this liquid gold. This is for cats, rabbits, dogs. Ryan, no. Your dad needs to come out here and control y'all. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put them in the pasture, y'all. Hold on. So, as I was saying, y'all, this is just great on any little wound, scab comes off and it's bleeding. Spray it on this, whatever. I sprayed this on Ziggy's foot when he cut it open during the winter time, and it healed really quick. So, really great stuff. Love this brand. Cuts and abrasions, sores, irritations, flush to decontaminate, to help prevent potential infection. So we've got that. That stuff is great. So next, don't mind the goats. They're all yelling because Ellie's here. I have some of these gauze wraps because we lost them in the flood. We had a ton because of Journey, and we lost all of those. So we don't have these anymore. We don't use these a whole lot. Hang on. No, no, go eat. Go eat. Go eat. So I bought these, and of course, they're cute and pink. We got little hearts, the little first aid cross, little cuteness. So I'm gonna grab one of these and let's see if they fit in here. Maybe this one. Let's see. Okay, yeah, there's no point in putting them in the organizer, is there? So I'm gonna put these on my middle tray, and you're gonna see some needles and stuff, and I'll explain those in a minute. No, Toulouse. So I'm gonna put these right here for now, and I'm just gonna line them up all nice and pretty. And they're already wrapped, so they won't get destroyed from the weather. Got one of my Polish over here. Then we've got right here, I don't know what these are. These are for needles, and they're like called an aluminum hubcap kind of thing. So I don't know what they are, but I went ahead and put them in here in case anybody needs to use the needles for something. They're here, so you don't have to go digging through the drawers and get your hands all dirty before you do that. Those are there. I don't know what they're for, but I'm gonna look into it. Then we have some already 20 gauge needles. They are sterile, and so we have more than this, but I just put quite a few in here. As you can see, 20 gauge, pretty big needle, but yeah, gonna skate past that because I don't love needles. So there's that. And with this comes gauze pads. So let me get the gauze pads. So these are just massive gauze pads, and I'm just gonna set them down. I think I'm gonna move these. This is where my OCD is gonna come out a little bit, y'all. So I'm gonna put the big gauze pads. You know, we can cut them, do whatever we need, but I feel like that's enough for now. I'm gonna put the gauze wraps here, and the pads there. Stop, Ryan. And you see I still have a full box, so the extras will go in the medicine cabinet where they can stay dry, and I'll restock as need be. So in my bag of goodies, I also found the chicken skin repair, the chicken equivalent of this. It says you can use it on birds, but I wanted to have a chicken one that has a bigger sprayer, so I got this as well. Same brand, same great stuff. Then I have right here my nippers, or my hoof cutters. I had to buy a new pair because we lost those in the flood as well. I'm going to throw all this away. Don't worry, guys. And so I'm going to have those, and I'm going to put those right here. I have my earbuds right there right now. I also have some alcohol prep. I don't know if you really need those, but I'm going to put the alcohol prep wipes right there. And so far, this is what I've got. I'm going to leave a whole thing for syringes because you can have a whole different thing of syringes, sizes, and all that. So let's get on to that part. Okay, so obviously you can put the needles on the syringes, or you can just use them orally like we normally do. We don't normally have to use needles, but you never know when you're gonna need them. And like I said, this is meant for every day, but I feel like needles could be really good in case of an emergency or something, and so you don't have to go digging. As I was digging, I was finding stuff, and I was like, well, why don't I just go ahead and stock it with those kind of things, and then I won't have to worry about going and looking in all of those buckets that are dirty and stuff. And so we've got those. So I've got a lot of 10 mLs or 10 cc's. So I'm going to put those. I mean, I've got a lot. We have viewers like Shaylin Goldberg, who sends a lot of syringes, which I really appreciate because, you know, we go through syringes pretty quickly. We get sent the big boxes, or because they don't sell those at the store. And normally I don't think to order on Amazon if we're out of syringes. Like, we lost all of our syringes in the flood. I was going up to Tractor Supply and buying the 4-pack, and I was doing that like a couple of days every week. So not the most sustainable, but I've got my 10 mLs there. Toulouse, go somewhere else, buddy. And then right here, I've got 1 mLs. We do not use 1 mLs a lot, so I'm not gonna stock a whole bunch of them. But, ooh, this one's dirty. It looks like the wrapping broke. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the ones that the wrapping is broke and not use them. So I'm gonna put my 1 mLs right there. We kind of use, here's some more 1 mLs. We'll use anything, you know, depending on what medicine we're treating. Typically though, what we use the most would be a 20 cc. So I'm gonna see if I can find any of those to loose, stop. I don't think we have any 20 cc's or 20 mLs currently, because most goats, actually their dose for Corid is over 10. So that goat cut my camera off. I'm so irritated at the goats right now because they are just messing up everything I'm doing, but that's okay. So normally we want to have 20 cc's on hand, but we don't right now. Come get your son.
Come on, buddy.
And you brought the other two with you.
Get them all our followers.
They're not. All right, what's next? Okay, y'all. Are y'all excited about your medicine cart? Okay, from top to bottom, just a rework. We've got some extras of these. These are mine. We've got some tool scissors and the hoof clippers. We've got Safeguard, Wound Care, B12, Corid. Then we've got down here, we've got kind of the needles, the gauze, the alcohol prep, and the wraps. Especially since we have those donkeys coming, if anything happens to their legs, these would be great. We have our 3 syringe types, not limited to 10, 1, and 20, but those are the ones we use the most. And then down here, I just have some rabbit snacks for some stuff going on with the rabbits, and then this is where I'm gonna pour my medicine in, so I don't have to have plastic cups, and then I can just rinse these out. So I'm really excited about this. I hope y'all are too. If you can think of anything to add, please let me know. I know I'm forgetting stuff. This is all I kind of have in here right now, though, that in the medicine room that is going to go in this cart that's appropriate right now with the animals we have. There's a lot of horse stuff, but we don't have horses right now. We will have donkeys, but I don't know what those medicines do. So as I learn, more stuff will be added. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope you learned something. And like I said, if you can think of anything to add, let me know. And I will catch y'all next time with another video. Bye, friends.